Welcome back, everyone, to 100 Line Defense Academy. We got the whole gang here today. No surprise jump attacks, hopefully this time. Who knows? We will see.
Sorry again.
It's okay. But right now, where we last left off, shoot, names. I'm so bad at names. Hiroko has decided that the non-fighters have 5 days to decide if they're gonna fight with us or they're all getting kicked out. And we decided we're gonna try to help persuade them to fight by trying to figure out why they don't want to fight. So we're gonna check on Tsubasa first because we think that she's gonna, you know, trust us more due to her nature.
Yeah. She's the less stubborn of the bunch.
Exactly. Knock knock, Tsubasa. I rang the doorbell. What did I just say?
Eldor.
I said it. Oh my god. I rang the doorbell to Tsubasa's room. After a short while, the door's open. What is it, Takumi? Is it Hiroko again? If you don't mind, I just want to be left alone. Actually, I came here on my own. Here, I brought you something. I figured you'd be hungry. Are those sandwiches for me? Yeah, I thought we could sit and eat together. It's just that I don't want Hiroko to catch us, so would you mind letting me in? Of course, come in. Welcome to my room, you beautiful sandwiches. You too, Takumi. What am I, a constellation perhaps? Damn!
Yeah, quite
No,
literally.
You're the grilled cheese sandwich. That's... Ooh, her room is so cute! The moment the door closed, Tsubasa pounced on the sandwiches. This is what I've been missing. I've been craving moist bread since we got here. I never wanted to see dry bread ever again. It makes my mouth feels like sandpaper. She must have been starving. She scarfed down the sandwiches in less than a minute. I'm stuffed. Thanks, Takumi. You're a lifesaver. Now I don't have to eat dry bread today. You've been living on dry bread since Hiroko banned you from the cafeteria? Yeah, the bread is so dry. I had a nightmare last night where I was stranded in the desert. Hey, would it be too much to ask to bring over some moist bread from time to time? No problem. I can try to sneak you some bread or rice balls. Really? But in exchange, would you open up to me? Huh? Open up to you about what? The reason why you won't fight. If you have some reason, I'd love for you to tell me. I should have expected this. This is what you were after from the start. The sandwiches were a bribe for me for information? Sorry, Tsubasa. I know I'm taking advantage of your desperation here, but desperate times call for desperate measures. I just want to understand where you're coming from. Okay, fine. But in exchange, I'm gonna want some more moist bread later. She let out a deep, resigning sigh and began to share her inner thoughts. Look, I feel bad about it. I know it's unfair for me to say where it's safe while you guys go out there and fight. But fighting is difficult for me. It's a physical thing.
Physical.
What do you mean? Tsubasa? I can't keep it down. Keep it down? When I get nervous, it comes out, and not just a little bit.
Hey!
When what comes out? I don't understand what you... Puke! Oh, I puke, okay? Huh? That's just how I'm built. When I get nervous, I hurl. Come to think of it, Tsubasa was really retching.
Is always retching.
I was always retching. That's why if I ever fought the invaders, I turned the battlefield into a sea of vomit. You really want to get showered by my puke? Would you even be able to fight under those conditions? What if my puke got into your eyes? Could you take medicine or something? It's a physical thing, and medicine doesn't help the issue. I've tried all sorts of things since I was little, but none of them work. When I get worked up, it just comes out. Even now, just picturing myself fighting the invaders. Are you okay? Oh god, no. No, keep it! Tsubasa vomited all over the floor. She immediately pushed me out of her room, tears swelling in her eyes. That's a tough thing to live with. She vomits whenever she is nervous. She's right that she won't be able to fight if constantly puking. I can't blame her for refusing. But there's a chance she'll fight if she overcomes this issue. It didn't seem like she was unwilling to fight. If only I can find a way to suppress her nausea. How though? Puking is...
Puking?
Yaito, how long have you been there?
I just came by to see if I could help with anything. So what is this about puking?
I hate to air out someone's personal health struggles, but this doesn't seem like I can solve it on my own. Maybe I can ask him for some advice. Alright, just keep it between us, but... I proceeded to tell Yaito about Tsubasa's tendency to puke.
I see, so that's what she's been dealing with. That sounds tough.
Yeah, I want to help her, but I don't know how.
She hasn't found a successful remedy on her own, right? In that case, maybe it's better we just assume she's going to vomit and plan around that instead.
What do you mean?
Like, have her bring a high-quality sick bag or something.
Sick bag? Like the bags they have on buses? I suppose if she uses the bag when she had to, she wouldn't have to worry about getting puke everywhere. But do they even have sick bags here? High quality ones at that?
What about using that gift-o-matic in the rec room?
The gift-o-matic?
Yeah, if they don't have them there, we just need to make them. Seems like I'd be able to make most things.
It's worth looking into. We headed over to the rec room together to check out the gift-o-matic. Fashionable sick bag!
Oh, sick pouch.
Sick pouch. A fashionable sick pouch. This looks perfect.
Tsubasa is sure to clean up if we... or sure to open up if we give this to her as a present.
The materials that we need are string, a plastic bag, and a fashionable pouch. String and a plastic bag seem easy enough to find, but a fashionable pouch may prove tricky. If anyone's likely to have a pouch, it'd be a girl. Maybe I can negotiate a trade of some sort. I'll look for a fashionable pouch if you can handle the string and the plastic bag. And so Yaito and I split up to gather materials we needed to make the sick bag. Now, where to start? I guess I'll just ask everyone. Give Tsubasa a heart-filled gift to persuade her. Talk to the other characters to gather information on what you should get her. You might also need to go explore to get materials you need to make the gift, giving everything you have to persuade Tsubasa. Terumi is here. In the hallway. What the hell? There she is. Drumi, do you have a fashionable pouch? If you could I have it?
I don't use them. I just dump all my makeup stuff in my bag. I even throw my mirror, like,
in...
You good?
Yes, it's just my friend Ryder says that. Freaking, he says raw dog. But in a different context, so it threw me off.
Gotcha.
I even throw my mirror in there raw dog, so I always end up cutting my fingers on the cracked surface.
Right. You should be careful. I always imagine all girls carry around pouches and accessories bags, but I guess that's not the case.
I mean, I might not have one, but I got ideas of where you might find a pouch.
Really?
Back around where we found Iaito. I found what looked like a dispatchable cosmetic shop. I memorized where it was, so I could go back and pick up something from there later.
Can you tell me where it is? I got the general coordination of the cosmetic shop from Darumi. If I can't find the pouch anywhere inside the school, I'll go check this place out later. Okay. Thank you, Darumi. We might have to go outside. I don't think she's gonna talk to us.
The twins now.
Yep, twins.
Professional pouch? I don't have anything like that. I've never even used one before.
Not even once?
We don't even carry around bags or wallets.
We would only be targeted by robbers if we did.
We tie all our valuables to our bodies so they're secure. That's just being street smart.
Yes, we literally keep things on our person.
Reminds me of the nights we spent sleeping on the streets. Me snuggling up against my sister dearest.
We are pressed very close.
That entire tone you
What
had was
kind of
so
a horrible
perfect.
struggle did these two go through?
You can have that piece of string. I recommend you tie your valuables to your thigh.
Thanks, I'll do that. While I didn't find a pouch, I managed to get some string. That's progress at least. Okay. I'm guessing Yaito got the bag.
Hopefully, unless it's like you end up just
Yeah,
getting all
technically,
the stuff.
that plastic bag. Yeah, actually, yeah, bag. Let's
Do
see.
you ever feel like a plastic bag?
Look, Takumi. Found a plastic bag.
Nice, yeah.
One item down. Let's keep this out. Where should I look next? Any ideas?
You seem pretty upbeat.
I don't know. I'm just having fun. It feels like a treasure hunt. Spent a lot of time in the hospital, so I never got to hang out with friends like this.
I mean, we're not exactly playing around here, but whatever. He did find one of the items after all. Alright. That means we gotta go outside. I think.
Is there another person that you can talk to, or no?
Oh! Takamaru? Yeah, get ready, Nico.
How's it going, Takumi? Are you getting anywhere with them?
Still working on it. I talked to Subuya, but it's a little complicated.
Tsubasa.
I have a feeling that she will choose to fight with us. Yeah, bike lovers ain't no cowards.
Bike lovers? Does Tsubasa like bikes?
I mean, all vehicles, really. She's a huge mech geek. She really knows her shit. Never met a girl who knew more about bikes than me.
That much, huh?
Apparently, her grandpa runs a workshop. She hung out there every day where she learned how to be a mechanic.
You know, I vaguely recall her saying something like that before.
I wonder if the workshop's still standing after all that.
Workshop.
Oh, it's just a little garage I run with my grandpa. We mostly just tune up cars, but we do other stuff too. I've always liked tinkering with machines, so I've been watching my grandpa work ever since I was little.
Her grandpa's workshop, huh? I should file this information away. It might help me convince her. By the way, Takamaru, you know where I can find a fashionable pouch?
A what?
Yeah, I knew it was a long shot.
Well, we got string, a plastic bag, but we came short on the fashionable pouch.
Huh?
Yeah, but I got a lead of where we might be able to find one. According to what Darumi told me, there's a cosmetic shop where we found Aito outside school. We'll check it out tomorrow. Day 12.
Ha!
Ready to go hunt for that fashionable pouch, Takumi?
Yep. Let's do this. Yeah, just literally this. Now, just you remember the Danganronpa board game they had?
Maybe.
Well, that's basically what this part of the game is. Treasure chest pieces will now appear during explorations. Landing on one will grant you a key item needed to unlock a gift. By obtaining key items from the treasure chests, you'll be able to make new gifts in the Gift-O-Matic. Many characters' preferred items can be made with key items, so try to land on the treasure chest spaces whenever you can. Okay, let's head for the cosmetic shop. It's somewhere around the spot where we found you.
Then what? Then that should be in that direction?
Alright. Move forward. Take materials. Gauze.
We did it.
Cut the grass. Got bamboo.
I'll take this with me.
Is that a fight up ahead? It's probably best if you move by 2, yeah.
You've activated a time bomb. Do something or it explodes. Try to defuse it. Run as fast as you... Oh, Tsubasa, where are you? Run away. You go back one space and get one scrap part.
Yes!
Because aren't you trying to get to that little chest?
Yeah. Enemy up here. But it's not that bad because it's a blue
Is there a
space.
limited amount of time that you can spend exploring?
No, I don't think so.
I
Okay.
don't think they really have a limit for as far as we can see.
I've got this. Say when. I'm ready whenever. Allow me to trim down their numbers. Let's go. That's it. My turn. Take this. All right. I guess it's my turn. Ha! All well and good. Yes, leave it to me. I'm ready whenever. Here we go!
Okay, not bad.
I guess it's my turn. Ha! I've got this. Yeah!
There we go.
I'll take this with me.
Oh, so I land on it no matter what?
Yeah, it looks like
Keep
you.
going.
Yeah, it looks
This
like you
looks
get to collect
quite
it. Yeah.
Torn dress. Two. You find an old vending machine with some rare products inside. This taste. Check underneath the machine. A token, oh lucky.
I'll take this with me.
Oh, that should land you right on the flag. Yep.
Perfect. You got the fashionable pouch.
No, Takumi. Got a fashionable pouch.
Now that we have all the materials we need, let's head back to the rec room and make the gift for Tsubasa. Crafting complete. Yes, we made a fashionable sick pouch.
We did, Takumi. I'm sure Tsubasa will feel relieved when we give this to her.
Yeah, it'll eliminate her issue with fighting with us.
Or, of course, just because we eliminated her reason for not fighting doesn't necessarily mean she'll join us. If it comes to it, you're going to have to remind Tsubasa of her reason for fighting.
Yeah, what's that?
The important people we left behind at the Tokyo Residential Complex. The things people need to protect. I'm sure if you remind her of that, she'll get on board.
The important people we left back at the Tokyo Residential Complex. Someone like what Kurua is to me. Not only do we eliminate her reason for not fighting, we need to remind her that she has a reason to fight too. Seems pretty challenging. I guess there's no point of being negative. I'll go swing by her place then.
Well, gee, I fucking wonder what her reason for fighting is.
Takumi, why'd you come back? Look, I'm sorry, but could you give up trying to get me to fight? You saw it for yourself. I puked all over the place. Having a pukey girl like me on the battlefield is only going to cause everyone trouble. Wait, you giving this to me? Wow, it's such a cute pouch. But why are you giving me this? Wait, are you trying to bribe me again? You don't need to be so alarmed. I just wanted to talk to you for a bit. Could you tell me again why you're so adamant about not fighting? Say the right thing to Shibuya to try to share her worries and convince her to fight. You can choose what to say by Tsubasa. Why do I keep on freaking saying it wrong? You can choose what to say by pressing L twice. The number of options may increase as the conversation proceeds. If you choose the right response, the persuasion rate will increase, bringing your gauge up to 100% to successfully persuade her. Even if you fail, you'll be able to try again from the last failure point. So don't worry, just try your best to persuade Tsubasa.
Let's see if you can get it at one go.
Begin persuasion. Let's go. I already told you why I can't fight.
It's because it comes out when I get nervous. I start puking like a fountain in a fancy park. I know I'm going to puke if I ever fight against those invaders. And it's gonna get everywhere. I mean, I don't mind if I puke on myself, but I know you guys would get caught in the crossfire. Puke flies farther than you think. Plus, it smells, and It's slippery.
Just use that sick bag.
That line delivery. Oh my god. What? This is a sick bag? It's a fashionable sick pouch. I know it just looks like a regular accessory pouch.
I've never seen a sick pouch that looks this cute. I wouldn't even be embarrassed to carry it around this in public.
If you're going to spew, spew into this. That way, you won't cause trouble for anyone else. You can puke whenever you need to.
You don't need to be afraid anymore.
See, that was better on his part.
So how about it, Tsubasa? Will you fight alongside us now? Tsubasa?
I'm sorry, Takumi. I know you went through all this trouble and everything, but I really don't think I can fight.
Why not? Your puking issue should be solved now.
I can't just puke in front of everyone like it's nothing. I'm sure everyone would make fun of me.
Of course, what Tsubasa can't handle isn't the puking itself, but that everyone would see her do it.
I know that now's not the time to be embarrassed. And there is a part of me that wants to get out there and fight with you, but I
Can't handle getting teased for my puking anymore.
Her voice is trembling. She must have suffered a lot because of her nervous stomach. I'm here if you want to talk about it.
Why did that make you laugh?
Cause that sound effect of the makes freaking reminds me of that one actor. Frick, what was his name? The guy who voices Buzz Lightyear?
Tom Cruise? I think it was.
No. But his name
that
was
might have
Tom
been the other
something. He was in the Santa Claus.
Oh, the
Yeah.
But yeah, the Home Improvement one, yeah.
Yeah, I just remember his fucking catchphrase from Home Improvement every time
Yeah,
he makes that noise.
Fuck, Tom Cruise is the wrong person entirely.
Yeah. You must have been through a lot because of your ailment.
I don't mind telling you, but it's kind of a bummer.
I need to eliminate Tsubasa's hangups with her vomiting and get her to join in the fight. I gotta try this again.
You want to know my nickname in grade school? It was Pukette. All the bullies in my class made fun of me for my puking. Do you know how much of an impact puking can have on your life? I lost friends every time I puked in public. Like, how someone who I thought was a friend would one day start calling me Pukette. Or how the boys would loudly exclaim how the class smelled like puke. It was hard each time I lost a friend, and it made me sad. I'd cry in secret and puke some more.
We wouldn't make fun of you.
I trust you, but I don't know about the others. A few of them could be mean. What if they gave me another cruel nickname? If someone ever called me Pukette, I'd probably puke and cry on the spot. No! I'm too scared. I can't do it.
Stop, you
I don't want to get ostracized for puking anymore.
Sure.
I'll puke with you.
What are you talking about?
If you puke on your own, you stand out, so I'll puke with you. That way we both share half of the attention. No way I'm letting anyone willing to fight for their love of getting loved ones get ostracized for puking.
They're gonna have to make fun of me too.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm being serious. I mean, I'll puke for you right here, right now if you want me to.
That's dedication.
Yeah, Tsubasa stared at me as she was trying to figure me out. I gave her a meaningful look as I could in return. I wouldn't let Tsubasa go through this alone. If she gets made fun of, so will I. I continued to meet her gaze in silence. I had a feeling that if I looked away now, she'd close herself off again. 1 minute, then 2. I continued to meet her gaze without even blinking. Then suddenly her expression relaxed, as if she had gotten through to as if I had gotten through to her.
I see. You're stupid, aren't you?
Yep. Puke with me? Are you crazy? How'd you get like this? It wasn't the reaction I was expecting, but I got her to smile at least.
Woo! By the way,
Yeah?
I was supposed to say, I looked it up. It was Tim Allen.
Tim Allen,
I got
there
the-
we go.
I got the wrong person entirely. I suck at names.
Yep. You called out Batman instead of
Apparently.
Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't know how long it's been since I had a real heart-to-heart with someone. I try my best to hide my feelings from others because I'm afraid of puking. I would have never imagined this. Tsubasa looks so cheerful and friendly. But underneath it all, she's actually very troubled. I'm sorry, Tsubasa. I'm sorry for asking you to fight when I didn't know everything you've been through. I had no idea how tough things have been for you. But as long as you're in this school, I'll never let you feel lonely. Wait, hold on. Are you saying you see me as some kind of charity case? Should I not be? Life hasn't been that hard for me. Granted, things didn't go well at school, but I still had a place I felt like I could belong. A place where Tsubasa feels like she belongs. If memory serves.
Do I have to read that part? Since it's memory?
Yes. Yep.
Apparently her grandpa runs a workshop. She hung out there every day where she learned how to be a mechanic.
Do you mean your grandpa's workshop? Huh? How did you know that? Takamaru told me. You hung out there every day, he said. Yeah, tinkering with machines in my grandpa's workshop was always a highlight of my day. So you don't need to worry about me that much. People can get by well enough as long as they have one place they can belong. Tsubasa's face lit up the moment she began talking about her grandpa's workshop. It must be the most important thing in the world to her. If it's anything like Karua is to me, then do you mind sharing what it is like to spend time at your grandpa's workshop? If her grandpa's workshop is the thing that matters most to her, then maybe that can be her reason to fight.
Because of the way I am, I always try to keep my emotions in check. All I can think about is not letting anything make me puke. But I can finally be myself when I'm tinkering with machines in my grandpa's workshop. Machines are really fascinating and let me forget about the world. I'd get covered in oil every day, helping my grandpa with his work. Of course, I failed a lot too, but Grandpa would always cheer me up with his belly laughs. Fail as much as you want, Tsubasa. Star players make mistakes, but they make the big plays too. No matter how much I messed up, he'd never kick me out. Even when his granddaughter was a good-for-nothing puker, he'd always look after me. That's why I love his workshop. It's the embodiment of his kindness.
Did I have to wait more?
Your grandpa's really nice.
So that was a good time.
My grandpa's the nicest grandpa in the world. He's a royal grease monkey who always protects his granddaughter. His workshop is his castle. My dream is to one day take over his workshop. I want to protect the place that's protected me all of my life. I just want to work on machines in my grandpa's workshop forever.
Damn it.
Oh, you were supposed to respond with that one.
I bet that dream will never come true. I'm about to get kicked out of the school where I'll die on the streets anyway. Then what about fighting alongside us so you're not kicked out? Bossa lowered her head in silence. She feels one more push. Retry to the station. Damn it! No! My first try.
Because of the way I am, I always try. All I can think about is not. But I can finally be myself when I'm tinkering with machines. Machines are really fascinating, and I'd get. Of course, I failed a lot. Fail star players, no matter how much. Even when his granddaughter. That's why I love his workshop. It's the embodiment of his kindness. As long as I have.
I should have made her let her talk more.
Your
Damn it.
grandpa's really nice.
Yeah, my grandpa's the nice. He's a royal. My dream is to one day take over his workshop.
You know, his workshop might get destroyed.
Why?
Ah,
Remember what Sairi said? If we don't fight, we can't protect what matters most to us. Oh god. I don't know. I don't know who should take Sairi.
I can take him. He had like a general voice to him.
A general voice with like a southern swang to it.
Your friends, families, everything you hold dear from your lives in the Tokyo residential complex. If he loses war, all that will be forfeit.
But wasn't he just lying?
ah.
As shady as Sairi may have been, I don't think everything he told us was a lie. The Tokyo residential complex was attacked by tons of invaders before we were brought here. Our loved ones being in imminent danger might well be true. So my grandpa's workshop is in danger too?
Ah.
It's entirely possible. No way. Whoa, one more push. Tsubasa is at a loss of words. The possibility that her loved one could be attacked by the invaders terrified her. I took a step closer to her and stared right into her eyes.
If you want to protect your grandpa's workshop, then there's only one thing for you to do. Find the courage to fight the invaders.
But can a coward like me do that?
Don't worry. You don't have to do it alone. We'll protect what's important to you together. So just protect us in return. Come with us.
And protect what matters
And
with
protect
us
what
together.
matters most to us together.
Yay! Persuasion complete! Fighting to protect humanity, to protect my grandpa and his workshop. Can someone like me really do that? Of course you can, and you don't have to do it alone. We can make it through this together. I'm not making any promises, and I'm gonna need a little more time. But I won't run away from the truth or write myself off anymore. I'll think about what it is I really want and what I need to do to make it happen. Is that okay? Sure, that sounds great. Okay, and thanks, Takumi.
Do you think she'll get a giant mech to fight with?
I kind of hope so.
Oh,
Either
that or
that or
giant
like she
buzzsaw.
makes people faster. That would be cool too. Whew! I did what I could for Tsubasa. I'll try to work on the others now. Yeah, this one. Now it's gonna get difficult. I think we gotta choose. There are 4 people left to convince. Aima, Kako, Shoma, and Gaku. Of the 4, Gaku seems the most likely to hear me out. It doesn't seem like a bad guy. Maybe a little outlandish and noisy, but I'm sure I can get him on board.
Outlandish.
I'll talk to Gaku next. There's no time to waste. I grabbed the sandwich offering and headed over to Gaku's room.
Woo.
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
Gaku, the fuck?
Do that Gaku again?
Oh, sorry. Hold on.
It's okay.
Alright, time for some bullshit. Huh? Why won't I fight? Because I'm scared, obviously.
After filling up on sandwiches, I brought him. Gaku revealed the reason why he wouldn't fight.
I mean, how is it not scary? What the hell are those invader monsters anyways? They're like straight from a manga. There's no way I can face them. I'd rather get kicked out of the school than have to fight them.
If you get kicked out, you're guaranteed to die. Isn't it better to fight and live longer then?
I'm telling you, I can't. I can't help that I'm scared. How can all of you be fine fighting those monsters? You're the ones who are crazy, not me. Must have a couple screws loose.
It's not like we want to fight either, but we have no other choice if we want to protect what matters most to us. If we don't defend the school, everyone in the Tokyo residential complex is in danger. I mean, don't you have people you care about? If we don't fight the invaders here, they might be killed.
People I care about? I don't have anyone like that.
What? But your family.
I don't have a family. I'm an orphan who was abandoned as a baby.
Ooh.
I worked and survived at the poor home group that took me in.
I found myself falling silent. I had no idea Gaku had such a past. I see. Sorry, I didn't know.
Whatever, I don't really care. Besides, being an orphan isn't all that bad. Because all I gotta do is look out for myself. I don't give a crap about the Tokyo residential district. Complex.
But are you sure? If the Tokyo residential complex goes down, everyone dies. You might not have any family, but surely you have people you don't want to see die.
I told you I don't. I struggle looking after enough myself. It's been like this my whole life. I'm only looking out for my number one. Okay, we're done here. Go home.
Wait, hold on. Just hear me out.
I told you, I won't fight. If you want me to risk my life so much, then bring me money. Money's the only thing I'll risk my life for. Bring me a fat stack of bills, then we'll talk.
Money?
Judge me all you want. I don't care what people say. This is how I live my life. If you're not gonna pay me, then get the heck out of here. Shoo! Shoo!
Gaku pushed me right out of his room.
Typical mercenary mindset.
Yep. Well, that didn't work. Seems like the only way he'll hear me out is if I actually bring him money. But nobody here has money. We're basically brought out here with just clothes on our backs. If I can't pay you money, maybe I can give him some sort of gift instead? I'll have to bribe him with something else. In any case, I need to get him to open up to me. Let's try to make a gift for Gaku with the gift-o-matic at the rec room. But what will get him to open up to me? What's something he wants? Something with monetary value. No point of trying to think of something on my own. I'll ask the others and see if they have any ideas. Anyone outside? No.
Crazy girl again.
Darumi
Have fun.
has great ideas.
Look, Takumi, look what I found!
What's that?
It's a surgical scalpel! I was wandering around some ruins and I found an old hospital. I rummaged through the debris and excavated a whole surgery kit. I can't believe I found such a nice blade. It must be my lucky day. Just think of how much easier I can do my cutting.
Man, your laugh
Harumi
cut out
swung the scalpel around as she ran down the hallway. What was that, Nico?
there. Your laugh cut out. Your voice was so high pitched your mic didn't pick it up.
Yeah.
Heh. Oh well. She's acting like a psychotic slasher. That's our Harumi.
That wasn't any help.
Alright. I told you how many ideas.
Our present for Gaku? What about clothes?
Clothes? I guess his outfit is always patched up.
He doesn't have a lot of clothes or money to buy more.
I see, so he doesn't have the means.
So I think he'd be very happy if you gave him clothes.
But I can't just bring him any other old clothes. It have to be something he likes. If I'm gonna get him clothes, I need to research his tastes. Okay. Takamaru.
Huh? Something Gaku might want? What about some needles and thread?
Needles and thread.
Apparently, Gaku's good at sewing, and he doesn't seem like no amateur. Once he looked at the embroidery on my jacket and got all worked up. He was all like, not bad embroidery, but I could do something like that easy.
So Gaku can sew. I'm surprised that Gaku has such a domestic side to him. He's a survivalist. I think he's got the home ec freaking skill on par.
Yeah.
Where do you think he learned how to sew?
Well, he's the oldest of a big family. After having to sew up clothes his brothers ripped up, day in, day out, he just got good at it.
The big family? That's not what he told me. He said he was an orphan.
Apparently, he's got over 20 siblings. Like, holy shit, right? But I guess every family's got their issues.
Wait a
He's
second.
probably talking
Yeah.
foster kids, yeah.
Yep. Maybe those are the foster kids living in the group home. But if that's the case, turns out he's got a family after all. I should make note of this. Gaku's got a family of foster siblings.
What is it with this dude and he just knows everyone's backstories or backgrounds? Like, what the fuck?
He's
I
a
think it's just
homie.
more the fact, yeah, he's probably has one of those personalities where he's easy to talk to, so they're willing to tell him that.
He's got a short
like-
from what I remember, he's got a short temper, but he cares for people.
Yeah, he's the big brother type.
Yeah.
Big gruff brother.
Yeah. Alright.
Woo! It's
Hiroko.
Hiroko time.
I peeked into the room and saw Hiroko typing something on the computer with a serious look on her face. What are you doing, Hiroko?
Justus.
Oh no, Justice went away. Justice mute.
I muted, sorry.
It's okay.
I'm looking over footage of past battles to make a record.
A record?
A record of how many invaders and which commanders we took out. Basically, I'm creating objective data detailing how much we've contributed to this war.
She's even doing administrative work? She might be hard to get along with, but she's certainly brilliant and capable. Isn't that a lot of work?
Obviously, do you think I want to do this boring work? Well, I don't, but it's still important. We need to keep those kinds of records. Or they might try to shortchange us when it comes to our reward when the war is over.
Reward?
Did I mention it? These invaders have a pretty nice bounty on their heads. That's what Sirei said, at least.
If that's true, then we're not fighting for free?
That's why I'm documenting all this for you, so that it doesn't happen.
So there's a reward for taking out the invaders. I might be able to use this information later when I'm trying to get Gaku on board. By the way, do you know if there's anything that Gaku might want? Sorry, never mind.
So rather than becoming a mercenary, he's now becoming a bounty hunter.
Pretty much. If we persuade him to do that, yeah. Okay, I'm starting to get an idea of what present to get Gaku.
A present for Gaku? What about clothes?
At this point, I think I'm just gonna skip this freaking
Flashbacks?
flashbacks. People can read. Fuck, I pressed it way too early. RV. Gaku's always wearing patchy clothes, so a gift relating to clothing might help, although giving him clothes isn't a good plan. I'm sure he has his own taste and styles, and the chance of him liking whatever clothes I pick out are low. He's good at sewing, though. According to Takamaru, Gaku can sew, and pretty well at that. Then what if I give him a sewing kit? He'd be able to make whatever clothes he wants and keep wearing his current clothes by mending them whenever he needs to. I searched in the Gift-O-Matic a sewed-related gift. After a few minutes of searching, a sewing kit! A sewing kit. This looks good. The materials I need are needle, thread, scissors, and cotton. That's a lot of materials. Gathering them all is gonna be a pain. Oh, but there was a hospital nearby.
Yeah,
Okay.
which they had a whole surgery kit, but the thing is that probably has most of the materials that they're looking for.
It would at least have maybe needle. It might have everything we need, actually, when you think about it. Just need to get different threads.
Yeah.
If the place Arumi found was a surgical facility, they might have needles and thread for stitching. It's also sure to have scissors, and if there's medical cotton pads, that might work in place for cotton. Okay, I'll start exploring tomorrow. I'll have Jarumi show me the abandoned hospital so I can gather the materials. Yay, going with Crazy Girl.
We're going on a field trip with the crazy girl.
Ready to go find some more scalpels for my cutting, Tarumi?
Hey!
Takumi.
Takumi? Takumi?
You mean to look for materials to make Gaku's present, Jarumi? Okay, take me to that hospital, Jarumi.
Okay, but don't get mad at me if we get lost.
Looks like there's 2 ways to get there. Are you able to look around the map?
Yeah, I am.
Alright, try to see which way gets you...
So, I could go this way and get a lot of materials on the way, or I go down and hardly get anything. I'd rather go the way with materials, so I can get stuff on the way.
I'm guessing blue is materials.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, no, not blue. It's the symbols on them.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go forward, just to see what this is. You find a strange device in an enemy base. You might be able to use... I'm gonna whack it. Whack, it turns on when it stuck the button. It seems the device has detected materials. I'll go for 3. This would be good practice to how to fight as Harumi.
Let's do it to it! Take that!
My turn! Yeah!
Fine. Don't bother me! Bye-bye.
I've got this. Take this! Good to go.
Woo! Let's go.
Woo!
We did it.
You see a sign in the middle of your path that has an arrow drawn it. Ignore it. Go to where it's pointing. You follow the arrow and find a precious crafting material. It seems the sign indicated crafting materials were located. Cotton satin.
Yes!
You find a pleasant-looking old park that might be a place to take a break. Play on the swings. Sandbox. Play on the swings. You felt yourself returning to childhood as you usually swing on the swings. It feels somehow nostalgic.
Enthusiastically.
Enthusiastically. Ooh. You were suddenly caught in a violent squall. It's gonna be hard to move this. Take shelter. Press on anyway. Take shelter. Oh no. While you were taking shelter from the rain at the ruins, the ceiling started to collapse. A token fell from the collapsing ceiling.
This
Owie.
looks good.
Ooh, I'm going.
What?
Your pick.
Yep.
So it's either a question mark or... Actually, if you plan
No, we
on
got a
down.
4, so we can go back to where we were before.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, I think it's worth taking a risk, maybe, just to see what happens. You're surrounded by a thick fog. You can barely see what's in front of you. Hide and wait to press on. Keep going anyway. Hide and keep. Oh, it's difficulty move -5. Damn it. I'll do 3. You find some runes. Keep hitting, creep in. Charge right in. Charge right in. You beat the invaders down and advance through their base. You rode that momentum into the innermost room and seized a rare electronic equipment. You got a supercomputer CPU.
We did it.
Let's go 1. You find an old vending machine. Which one should we choose this time? Last time I checked under the machine.
I'd probably say the tray.
The tray?
Mhm.
Okay, let's try the tray. Oh, thank God. I gained my HP back. Oh, 6 will get us there. Woo! Okay, we got it. Alright, we got all the materials.
Okay, can we go home then? I'm getting bored. I want to just go back to my room and play depressing rogue. Okay.
Eroges, yeah.
Don't know what that is. I'm not fucking innocent, but okay. Ow.
Loot stuff. Eroges are pretty much porn games.
Oh, okay. Crafting complete.
Aha!
Yes, the sewing kit is done. I immediately head to Gaku's room with the newly made gift. You're up, Justus.
Sorry, I'm multitasking.
That's alright.
It doesn't matter how many times you come over. I'm not going to fight those invaders. The only way to convince me of a sack full of money. The heck is this, a sewing kit? Wait, you're giving this to me?
Yeah, I figured you could use the sewing kit to make whatever clothes you wanted. Or you can just keep mending the clothes you already have. You're good at sewing, right?
Alright, I gotta admit, this is pretty thoughtful. I just noticed some holes in my clothes.
Yes! That's a pretty good reaction. I can tell Gaku's expression is softening.
Look, I feel bad for saying this after you gave me this and all, but I still can't fight with you. I'm seriously terrified of those invaders. As you can see, I'm not exactly the big macho Chad type.
No, I'm not asking you to fight in exchange for this gift. More like a gift so you can get a chance to talk to you some more. Gaku, would you mind telling me why you're so against fighting? Begin persuasion.
Why won't I fight? Isn't it obvious?
Hey!
It's because I'm freaking terrified.
I get dragged to this completely insane place, and then they tell me to go fight these monsters? Like, what am I supposed to do? What even are these invaders? They look like they came straight out of a manga. Yeah, no way.
No,
Doesn't matter
they
how much
said
you
it
ask,
wrong.
I can't, and I won't. I mean, you tell me. How can you guys even bring yourselves to fight them? Seems like you're the ones with it.
Gaku, if you fight, you can make money.
What? Make money?
According to Hiroko, every invader you bag nets you a bounty reward. If you fight the invaders with us, you'll be able to make some serious cash.
No freaking way. So you're saying this could be a way out of being broke?
No, not just that. We actually have a chance of hitting it big and getting rich. Wow, that was 30%. Damn. Gaku, come fight with us. Let's get through this war and make tons of cash. I extend my hand and urge him to participate in the oncoming battles, but Gaku wouldn't take my hand. Instead, he averted his gaze and bit his lip. What's the matter? You don't want money?
Yeah, I do, real bad. You have any idea how long I've been broke? I'd gladly risk my life. No, 2 of my lives for a big payout.
Then
But if I decide to fight here and help you take out the invaders,
Hey.
then all those bastards in the Tokyo residential complex would be saved too.
isn't that a good thing?
No way, it's not fair.
Not fair.
I told you, I'm an orphan, right? I grew up poor in a group home. You may not know this, but society pretty much treats you like dirt when you're a poor orphan. No matter how much I asked for help, those jerks in the complex never even gave me the time of day.
They didn't help me, so why should I help them? How is that fair?
Fair? Now's not the time to be thinking about fair.
Shut up. You grew up in a happy family. I don't want to hear crap from you.
Gaku started breathing heavily as he shut me down. His hatred toward the society that abandoned him is Gaku's true reason for not fighting. He'll never agree to join us unless this hatred is addressed.
Hey!
Gaku, I'm here if you want to talk about it. I'd love to know everything you've been through. I decided to ask Gaku about his past to see if could find a way to change his mind.
You want to know how many jobs I was holding down back in the complex? 17. I was working 24/7, 365 days a year. I worked every day until I was about to collapse. and I don't have a single penny to my name. It all went to running the group home. I never got any time to myself.
Nope. I thought so.
Well, I want to help you.
Shut up. I don't need your help.
Eh.
If you feel sorry for me, then give me money. After that, you can become a rich girl with huge knockers.
Seems like the shallow empathy is only has opposite effects. It's no good, I failed. What can I do to get Gaku to fight or holding such resentment towards the Tokyo Residential Complex?
You want to know how many jobs I was holding down back in the complex? 17. I was working 24/7, 365 days a year. I worked every day until I was about to collapse, and I don't have a single penny to my name.
Damn it!
It sounds like you...
The second one was gonna work. The first one wasn't gonna work either.
Okay. Sorry.
No, I think it was bad timing on that one.
Well, it goes away after a little bit, so.
Yeah. I think
But
I
those
just
were
need to shut up
shallow.
and speak.
Yeah, because those were just shallow answers that are just gonna cause them to shut down every single time.
Fair. Okay. Let me try again. Is there an achievement for failing
You wanna know
persuasions
how many
multiple
jobs
times?
I was holding down back in the complex?
Because I feel like this is gonna be a
17.
thing.
I was working 24/7, 365 days a year. I worked every day until I was about to collapse, and I don't have a single penny to my name. It all went to running the group home. I never got any time to myself. Isn't that messed up? So I asked adults for help, to show some love to our home, but we got nothing. Politicians ignored our request for assistance. I went to companies to ask for donations and got tea thrown in my face. There's no way I'm gonna help any of them. I wish they'd all die. I will never, ever, ever fight for any of them.
There we go.
Save your siblings.
My siblings?
Takamaru told me. You're the oldest in the group home, and you have a lot of foster siblings. If the complex gets destroyed, they'll all die. Are you fine with letting the invaders massacre your entire family? Gaku fell silent. He seems rattled. As much as he seems to hate the complex at large, there's no way he can just abandon his family. He's bound to change his mind once he realizes his siblings are in danger.
No, I'm still not fighting.
What? Don't you even care if your whole family gets killed?
They're not my family. It's not like we're blood related. They're just strangers who happen to live at the same group home as me.
What's wrong with you? You may not be blood related, but you're still family.
Not only are they not my family, they're a huge burden. I had to suffer my entire life because of those stupid brats. Just thinking about it just ticks me off. They're freaking used me. If it weren't for them, my life wouldn't be so as miserable. Those brats can go die, 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 die.
I hope the invaders kill every single one of those brats.
Damn.
What?
He's
What's
just saying
with
this
this
because
guy?
he's upset.
Yeah, I
He's
think he's
upset.
lying.
Yeah.
What's with this guy, really? I get his anger towards the Tokyo Residential Complex, but why his family as well? They went through the same hardships. Gaku, why are you so angry at your family? Would you mind telling me? I need to abate Gaku's anger and get him to fight. I decided to try again.
The reason I was holding down so many jobs at once was to earn enough money to feed my siblings. Every cent I earned disappeared into their stomachs. I'm the one working myself to the bone, but I couldn't even afford to buy a single shirt. And despite all that, they never even thanked me once. They just complained about how there was never enough food or snacks. They treated me like a slave. If anything broke, they figured I'd fix it. They ripped their shirt, Gaku will mend that too. I must have mended their clothes thousands of times. I'd stay up all night just to sew for them.
I don't know
They're
if I should
little
say that.
parasites that drain
No,
me of my
no,
time
do
and
not.
money. If it weren't for them, I would have had free time and money for myself. I could have bought new clothes, eaten some good food, maybe even moved out on my own. Well, give me back my time and money! Damn it! Just die! Die, 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 you stupid brats! Die, 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 die!
He's going to stop him.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Enough already.
It's really hard to like figure out how the heck this guy ticks because he's so wish-washy in some cases.
Yeah.
Because he did it to keep his siblings, you know, at least alive, but at the same time, he feels like the complex owes him something.
Yeah. Alright. Justus, you there?
Sorry, I didn't realize this wasn't voiced. Not until society gives me what I'm owed. I turned into such a piece of trash because society sucks. It's all society's fault, not mine.
There's nothing changed. There's nothing I can say to Gaku that will get him like this. I need to do something to get him to express what he really is feeling. Yeah, I think I need to say it like it is. You sound like a mom.
The reason I was holding down so many jobs at once was to earn enough money to feed my siblings. Every cent I earned disappeared into their stomachs. I'm the one working myself to the bone, but I couldn't even afford to buy a single shirt. And despite all that, they never even thanked me once. They just complained about how there was never enough food or snacks. They treated me like a slave. If anything broke, they figured I'd fix it. They ripped their shirt, Gaku will mend that too. I must have mended their clothes thousands of times. I'd stay up all night just to sew for them. They're little parasites that drained me of my time and money. If it weren't for them, I would have had free time and money for myself.
Damn it. Ugh.
I guess you have
This
to
is
let him
hard.
vent. You have to
Yeah.
basically let him vent. That's basically the answer.
That's the answer for this, yeah. Yeah, sorry. Fuck. You sound like a mom.
Who you calling a mom? I would have killed for a mom. Bring me a rich, nurturing biddy who'll give me all the chicken tendies I want. What the fuck?
That is a lie. Alright, I get it. I failed again. Just start lecturing.
Yeah, basically it seems like just
The
let
reason
him
I was
vent.
holding down
Let
so
him
many
vent.
jobs
Let
at
him
once
vent.
was to earn enough money to feed my siblings. Every cent I earned disappeared into their stomachs. I'm the one working myself to the bone, but I couldn't even afford to buy a
So,
single
is there no,
shirt.
like, Danganronpa
Despite all that, they
speed
never
up
even
thing?
thanked me once.
Oh.
They just
yes, there is.
complained about how there was. They treated me like. If any, I must have mended their clothes thousands. Their little. If it weren't, I could. Damn it! Just die, 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 die. The invaders can kill every last one of those brats. I wouldn't even shed a tear.
No. Oh, wait, just letting him vent.
Yeah,
Okay.
literally just let him
Okay,
talk.
literally.
Damn it, die! They can all die! They all deserve to die! They all should just die. But then why? Why is it when I imagine them being killed,
I start crying.
I start crying?
It's because you don't want them to die, not really.
But if you think about it, I'd be way better off without them. They don't add any benefit to my life.
Family's not about benefits. You should know that better than anyone. You're really trying to convince yourself that you should abandon them when you know you can't. You're only making yourself suffer. How about you give up and just accept it? Fight to save your siblings.
Do you want me to save the little brats who ruined my life? Damn it, my life sucks! Was I a panty thief in my previous life?
Gaku, if you don't want to help the Tokyo residential complex, that's fine. I'm not doing this to save the world either. Honestly, as long as I can protect what matters most to me, that's all I care about.
I took a step closer to him and stared right into his
You
eyes.
don't need to save the Tokyo residential complex. You don't even need to let go of your hate. Just fight to protect what matters most to you. Like me. For the ones waiting for you at the group home. Just fight for your family.
Woo! Okay, that was a little difficult. But now I know, sometimes just letting them vent is the best thing to do.
Yeah, because that's literally what some people need is just listen.
Yep. I know that for a fact.
I never asked for all those brothers and sisters, you know. My own parents didn't want me, so who needs family? They just get in the way. Why should I have to keep busting my hump for them even now? They could be a million miles away for all I know. My whole life, I've had to sacrifice everything for their sakes. Talk about rotten luck. But still, I can't just abandon them. They're family. We might not be related by blood, but they're the only family I've got, you know?
Of course, there's nothing wrong with wanting to be there for your family. Is it asking too much for you to fight for them too?
Sorry, but can you give me some time alone? I need to think through all this.
Sure, I understand.
Thanks, man. You're a real decent guy. I feel a little better about myself now.
I think I put
2
that.
down,
That's good.
3 to go.
Yep. Now that's a good spot to stop.
Yep. Alright. Let's get through the Ding Dong Bebop.
Get ready for your 50th day of active service. Prepare to spend
We'll do
another
that
day.
next
Be ready
time.
to give your life.
Alright. Thank you all guys so much for watching, and we'll see y'all later. Bye-bye!